Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So you guys have already seen the previous video before this, so I'm going to show you guys how I make my black soap. This is actually a lightening black soap. This is for people that have dark spots on their skin. If you have severe dark spot from acne and you are trying to treat it, then this video is for you. So I'm going to start by showing you guys the ingredients, and you can see that I'm showing you guys my African black soap. This is what the African black soap looks like, and the yellow soap is my ozone soap. This is my vitamin C, and I have these 3 oils from Vit Gold. So you will see the pictures of these oils on the screen. So this is the lactic acid, this is the alpha arbutin, and this is the retinol oil. So these are the oils together, and from this side I'm going to introduce my rose water, my liquid Jamal Plus. This is my propylene glycol. The green one is my grapeseed oil. The next one is apricot seed oil, and this one is my vanilla vanilla scent. Now let me introduce my serums. I'm using the pigment dose, the citrocare, and the whitener oil, which is infused with beta carotene, fruit acid, and the citrocare is just like a lemon extract. Instead of putting raw lemon, you can use that. Now honey, I don't do black soap without honey. This is my rice powder, this is my sulfur, this is my turmeric, and I'm going to introduce my active ingredients. Now these are the active ingredients I am using for this soap, which is white licorice extract powder. Now this is my snow white powder and vitamin B3, which is niacinamide. Now these are water soluble powders, which I'm going to mix with water. The licorice powder can be mixed with glycerin or alcohol. Now this is my kojic dipermetate, and I can only mix this with oil. It is only soluble in oil. So as I'm showing you guys, when I'm actually measuring these ingredients out, I'll be putting the measurement for you guys, so stay tuned and watch this video to the end. So now I'm actually measuring out my powders, and I'm going to measure these powders out in 3 different bowls because I have to mix them differently. So the first one I'm starting with is my water soluble powders, which is the snow white powder and vitamin B3 niacinamide powder, and I am using 1 tablespoon of each of these. Now I forgot to mention that this soap, I am making a 250 grams of soap, so I'm using 1 tablespoon of each of them. Now the next one I am adding now is my niacinamide. I already added the snow white powder. Note that this can only be dissolved in water. It's actually water soluble, so you can dissolve this with distilled water, you can dissolve this with any hydrosol, you can dissolve with rose water. Yeah, that's basically it. So the next one I am going to measure out is my kojic dipermetate or dipermetate, anyhow you know how to pronounce best, and I am also using 1 tablespoon. Now note I said I am using 1 tablespoon of each of these active powders, so I am putting 1 tablespoon each. Normally I will measure this in grams, but for the sake of this video I decided to use tablespoons to show you guys. This is what it looks like, and I'll be dissolving that with oil. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the last powder, which I have to dissolve with alcohol or glycerin. Now you can use glycerin to dissolve yours. This is the licorice powder. You can get glycerin to dissolve yours because I think that will be easier for you guys to get. And I'm also using 1 tablespoon of this powder. So now I decided to use rose water to dissolve my water soluble powders, and as you can see, I am pouring rose water into this without any particular measurement. So I'm just adding little by little, and then I'm going to stir this. Now you have to mix this until it turns completely white. And the next thing I'm missing is the powder that I have to use oil to mix, which is my kojic dipermeate. And I'm also adding the oil little by little, and when I add a little amount of oil, I stir to see if it's enough. So that's how I am going to do this. So now to melt this soap, you can melt this soap in two different ways. The first one is grating the soap, like I just did here. I grated my black soap and my ozone soap, and I am going to pour honey into this and do the double boiling method for 15 minutes and stir it occasionally. So you don't have to use any particular measurement for honey. Honey is free, you can add as much as you want. So I just poured my honey in without any specific measurement, but you can use about a half cup of honey. If you don't have enough honey, you can use half cup of honey, and after pouring honey into it, just double boil this and you're good to go. Another method you can use is to put this directly into your mortar and pound it until it forms a paste. Now these are my powders when they are completely mixed and dissolved properly. This is my kojic dipermeate. As you can see, it has completely dissolved in the oil that I used. Now the next one is my white licorice extract, and I dissolved with alcohol, which you can also dissolve with glycerin. You can see how it actually looks now. And the last one is my water soluble powders, niacinamide and Snow White powder that I dissolved with rose water. And as you can see, it is now milky and smooth. So this is how you want your powders to be before you pour them into your black soap. Now this is our black soap. It is completely melted. I did the double boiling method. It is less stressful, and this is in case you don't have mortar in your house. So this is it after being melted on the fire for 15 minutes, and I'm going to let this cool down a little bit before I start adding my ingredients, because we don't want to kill off all the benefits that the ingredients will give us. So now this is what it looks like when it has cooled down, and I'm going to go straight ahead to measure out my powders. Now these are the powders that I added previously: my kojic dipermeate powder, the next one is my Snow White powder, which I already showed you guys how I mix them. So these are the powders: niacinamide powder, which is also vitamin B3, and the next powder, which is my white licorice extract powder. This powder also has the brown one, but I didn't mention it. This is my bearberry extract. This is my orange peel powder. This is my sandalwood powder and carrot powder. So I'm going to pour all the powders into this. My turmeric is here, as well as my rice powder. These are the extra powders that I didn't show you guys just now. So everything is mixed together, and I just poured it here. And note this soap, it has already cooled down. And I'm also going to add my active ingredients that I mixed separately. I am pouring everything into this pan, and I am going to mix this properly with my spatula or my wooden spoon that I was already using to mix it. Now after mixing it, it's supposed to look something like this. It's supposed to look like this. Now we are not done here. We are still going to measure out my oils and serums that we are going to add to this to give it the final touch before we can call this a complete lightning black soap. Now for my oils, I use the vitamin C oil, my citroclear serum, my pigment dose, all the oils I showed you guys previously, and I used 1 tablespoon of each of these oils. I mixed everything into this bowl and I mixed it properly so that when I'm pouring it into the soap, everything will be going in at the same time without being separated. So I already showed you guys all the oils and serums that I used because I don't want to make this video super long. I mixed everything together in this bowl and I'm going to pour it into the black soap and mix it properly one last time before I add my preservative, my aloe vera gel, my tea tree essential oil, and also my vanilla fragrance. I forgot to put that particular clip in this video. I didn't film that part because I was already running late. So I added my aloe vera gel, tea tree essential oil, and my preservative and vanilla fragrance into this soap after I have mixed all the oils. So please guys, make sure you follow all the recommendations, the measurement that I'm showing you guys in this video so that you don't overuse any particular ingredient or underuse a particular ingredient. So if you have any questions regarding the soap or your ingredients or everything, let me know in the comment section. I can also make this for you if you don't want to go through the whole stress of making this yourself. So this is what the soap looks like. I can make this soap, you can actually make this soap thicker or more runny or in liquid form if you wish, but I like mine this way. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and share this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to ask all your questions in the comment section.